As I was walking through Dublin City, about the hour of 12 at night, it was there I spied a fair, pretty female washing her feet by candlelight. First she washed them, then she dried them over a fire of amber coals. And in all my life I never did meet a maid so neat about the soles. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 9. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. I stopped to look, but the watchman passed. Said he, young fella, now the night is late, and away with you home, or I will wrestle you straight away to the Bridewell gate. I got a look from the Spanish lady, hot as a fire of amber coals. And in all my life I never did meet a maid so neat about the soles. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 9. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. I've wandered north and I've wandered south, to Stony Batter and Patrick Close, up and around the Gloucester Diamond, back by Nevertandy's house. Old age has laid its hand upon me, cold as a fire of ashy coals. And gone is a lovely Spanish lady, neat and sweet about the soles. Round and round goes the wheel of fortune, where it rests now wearies me. Oh, fair young maids are so deceiving, sad experience teaches me. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 9. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 9. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. That is awesome.
How did you get all these people in here?
the 12 of you sound like a really big audience. Do you hear that, friends, Facebook friends? That we have an audience. What? 7 are in a pod. Actually, I think Barry, you guys are in a pod too. But yes, we're here at the Vanilla Bean doing this Facebook Live program for you out there on Facebook, but we have some of our friends here in the audience, and it's wonderful to be here at the Vanilla Bean. We live in such a strange world right now, and it was odd to pull up to the Bean and see the place. I think I saw a tumbleweed sort of go through the driveway. It's actually technically closed today. The Bean has been doing a lot of business, but it's just everything's a little odd these days. So it sure does feel good to be here. We've been playing here, we figure, for about 27 years. And that song was The Spanish Lady. And I usually tell everybody to sing along vociferously, loquaciously, whatever you want to do. So the 12 of you, let it rip. And so sing along on anything you want to, even if you don't know the words.
Doesn't stop us.
Right, doesn't stop us. And okay, so that was an old Irish song, The Spanish Lady. That's a centuries-old song, and I love that numbers chorus. This one is from 1910, so this is a young song for us. And it's called the Block Island Song. Our friends, the Vox Hunters, found this in an old book. Surging ocean, wild is thy restless soul, ever in motion. Round me ever flow, swelling and leaping. Winds round me keenly blow, never are sleeping. Bravely on crests of foam, bear thou me upward. Loved ones wait me at home, waft thou me onward. Roll onward, ever roll, deep surging ocean. Wild is thy restless soul, ever in motion. Oh, shucks, you guys.
You guys.
The melody apparently was created by an old fisherman from Block Island, according to the archives that Ben Gagliardi of the Vox Hunters found. So the melody's old also, and it was collected by Helen Hartness Flanders, I'm pretty sure, in the 1940s. Folk song collector Helen Hartness Flanders. also collected this one from a woman named Margaret Shipman in Lee, Massachusetts, this next one we're going to do. And Ben and Armand heard this one in the archives as well. And then we also heard the folk duo Anna and Elizabeth do this, Elizabeth Laprelle. And this is a very remarkable song. And we were so struck by it when we heard it on Ozark Highlands Radio, which I'm a guest host on that radio show. And so they were on it one time when I was. And I heard them do this. I'm like, what is that song? The song was written in the mid-1800s, and it has extremely timeless lyrics. And Elwood and I actually found a little more information on it, including a whole other verse. We found the sheet music at the Library of Congress online. We didn't go there. Nobody goes anywhere anymore. You just go online. And let me just make sure I'm in the right tuning here. I'm talking too much. But there's a beautiful message in this song. And it's a reminder that we humans just go through the same issues year after year, generation after generation, decade after decade, century after century. And you'll see. This is called Janot and Janette, also known as the conscript's departure, and a beautiful narrative from the point of view of the one left behind to wait. You're going far away from poor Janette. There's no one left to love me now, and you too may forget, but my heart will be with you wherever you may go. Can you look me in the face and say the same, Janot? When you wear the jacket red and the beautiful cockade, oh, I fear you will forget all the promises you made. With the gun upon your shoulder and the saber by your side, you'll be taking some proud lady and be making her your bride.
You'll be taking some proud lady and be making her your bride. Oh, when glory leads the way, you'll be madly rushing on, never thinking if they kill you that my happiness is gone. If you win the day, perhaps a general you'll be, though I'm proud to think of that. What will become of me?
Oh, if I were Queen of France, or still better, Pope of Rome, I'd have no fighting men abroad, nor weeping maids at home. All the world should be at peace. Or if kings must show their might, then let them who make the quarrels be the only ones who fight.
Yes, let them who make the quarrels be the only ones who fight.
Oh, if I were Queen of France, or still better, Pope of Rome, I'd have no fighting men abroad, nor weeping maids at home. All the world should be at peace. Or if kings must show their might, then let them who make the quarrels be the only ones who fight.
Yes, let them who make the quarrels be the only ones who fight.
Thank you. Now, have you guys heard that song before? No. Isn't that a remarkable song? That it's that final line that gets you. And I must say, it's always a high compliment when musical colleagues are in the audience, and it did help that I emailed you and asked if you would come. So I'm really. But Sally Rogers and Howie Burson. I just want to give a shout out to Sally Rogers and Howie Burson. They're in the audience, and we have always been such huge fans of you guys, and we're good friends.
Big
and
fans.
Sally, when I was in my 20s, you're just a tiny bit older than I am, but not a lot. But you'd been on the folk music scene for a little while, and I just fell in love with your music, and you were very much a very important influence. And Sally, you could also say Sally's also a bit of a protege of Gene Ritchie, like I am. And so I was introduced to Gene Ritchie's music because of you. Yeah, because of you and Mary Black, but we'll have to talk about that later. So yeah, Gene Ritchie is the reason we all play the mountain dulcimer. Okay, the people that play the mountain dulcimer play it. And this is a song that Elwood wrote, and I just adore this song. He wrote this last year, and we're still pondering what it's about.
It's about a lot of things.
It's very deep.
It's like art. Who knows, right?
Who knows? And the title of it is Thecoxswain, and we live right on the working waterfront of Warren, Rhode Island, and there's a rowing group that Elwood's been involved with. And if you know about the old-fashioned rowing, the coxswain is the one that is facing the direction that the boat is going and navigating, leading the way and giving directions.
I am a rolling stone, I am a lock and chain, I am the boat you row that brings you home again. I am a decent sort, the kind you might forget, and though you know your way, I am your safety net. It's time you learn to wake up the ghost in you. We are the ones who believe the most in you. Rally round, muster up, and sent for relief. There is a time to live, there is a time to die, there is a time to dance, and a time to cry. I always try and find a little grain of peace, and let my feelings show, and let my love increase. There'll come a day when we'll forgive ourselves. That ghost we liberate will outlive ourselves. Float away, let the coxswain take over for a while. I am a rolling stone, I am a lock and chain, I am the boat you row that brings you home again. I am a decent sort, the kind you might forget, and though you know your way, I am your safety net.
Let's do the devil and the farmer's wife. Oh, boy.
Right, thank you. Oop, I just hit the mic.
That Elwood, he's full of mystery.
It's full of something.
All right. Well, okay. So we're now down to a 10-person audience. I don't think it was because of us, though. That some of the staff left, and so the O'Haras, the Chase Beliveau families are back there, and we've known Anne and Shane, Raven and Sparrow for many years, like 20 years, and so we've watched the two boys grow up. And Raven, you're going to be 17 soon, is that right? So when you were approximately four, you learned all the words to The Devil and the Farmer's Wife, and sang, and you had this adorable kind of darling, high-pitched child voice, and you sang to your heart's content. And so this is for the two families that have come to be our audience tonight, and everybody else who came, all of you, all 10. And we hope you'll sing along, either at home, sing, or in this room. Hi diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. And this, if you haven't heard this song before, it's an old traditional folk song, and it is the story of the devil who has come to a farmer, and the O'Haras run the Tobacco Road Organic Farm in Lebanon, and this isn't about you. But the farmer's maybe not the farmer's not like the brightest person in the world, but the devil has come to the farmer and says, "I'm going to take away one of your family members to hell with me." And the farmer says, "Well, don't take my son. I need him on the farm. But you can take my wife." Like that. So we'll see what happens to the devil. So sing along. Well, there was an old man lived up on the hill, and if he ain't moved away, he's living there still, singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. Well, the devil came up to the farmer one day. He said, "One of your family I'm gonna take away," singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. "Well, please don't take my eldest son, 'cause there's work on the farm and it's gotta get done," singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. "But you can have my nagging old wife, by heaven she's the curse of my life," singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. So he put the old lady upon his back, and they went off to hell with a clickety-clack, singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. And they got on down to the fork in the road. He said, "Golly, woman, you're one devil of a load," singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. And then they got on down to the gates of hell. He said, "Stoke up the fire, boys, we'll roast her well," singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. Well, now one little devil with a ball and chain, she up with her slipper and kicked in his brain, singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. And then two little devils come peeping round the door. She up with her slipper, killed 99 more, singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. And then 10 little devils come running down the hall, saying, "Take her back, Daddy, she'll murder us all," singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. So he put the old lady upon his back. He said, "Come on, woman, I'm taking you back," singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I-a. Well, the farmer, he up said, oh my stars, he's bringing her back, singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I. So he crawled himself up under the bed, but she yanked him out by the hair of his head, singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I. Well, now here's your wife, I hope she's well. If I'd kept her any longer, she'd ruin hell, singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I. Well, now I've been a devil most all of my life, but I've never been in hell till I took your wife, singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I. And this proves that the women are better than the men, 'cause they go down to hell and they come back again, singing hi, diddle-I, diddle-I, fi, diddle-I, diddle-I. Let's do Bill Turner. You people are nuts.
I remember seeing Jean Ritchie and her sister Edna do that.
Yep.
And then the last verse, they just shouted it so loud to make sure everyone knew that the women were better than the men.
Speaking of knowing Jean Ritchie and her sister, we met them first at the Heinemann Settlement School in Heinemann, Kentucky, years ago. In 1992, I was just bound and determined to meet her. So I went to this event called Appalachian Family Folk Week. And we were invited to be on staff the next year, and for about 25 years, we went every June. And we made some of the friends that we will have all our lives there. One friend was a songwriter named Sonny Houston, and he wrote these incredible songs, and he died in 2017. And it's pretty lovely to be able to continue people's legacies by doing their songs. This is a very beautifully and remarkably written song about the issues around eminent domain and powerlessness, and it's called Bill Turner by Sonny Houston.
It's for you, Shane. I was walking from the pasture when the man came through the gate. Bill had started out the screen door, and I saw him hesitate. From his mouth the man's teeth gleamed at Bill like hot coal in a grate. Now look here, Mr. Turner, oh hell, I'll just call you Bill. We're gonna build a highway and we need this field. We'll fatten up your bank book, you can leave it in your will. We've offered you a whole lot more than this old farm is worth, and I don't know why you insist on staying. We're gonna build a highway nothing like you've ever seen. Line it up with Long John Silver, Pizza Huts, and Dairy Queen. Now this farm was my father's and his father's before him. They want me to sign a paper now and give it to them. If they think I'm that crazy, then they'd better think again. First they took the timber, then they took the coal. Strip mine got the water, black lung took its toll. I've precious little left to lose, except maybe my soul. The dark cloud's drawing closer, but its meaning isn't clear. Pushed too far, a man begins to harden. Look down on me, Jesus, guide my eye and still my hand. They'll get my independence long before they get my land. In Bill's hand was his old pistol, I could see it through the door. I told you the last time, never come up here no more. The bark from Bill's revolver left the stranger on the floor. They sent him off to prison, a bitter, broken man. His children got his money, the highway got his land. Justice is a mistress, sometimes hard to understand. Don't sing another chorus of my old Kentucky home. She stands arrayed in splendid desecration, a vision of a people in a world that might have been. Apparitions drifting on the coal dust in the wind. I've got a mother gone to glory. I've got a mother gone to glory. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. Away up in heaven, away up in heaven. I've got a mother gone to glory. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. Some bright day I'll go and see her. Some bright day I'll go and see her. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. Away up in heaven, away up in heaven. Some bright day I'll go and see her. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. I've got a father gone to glory. I've got a father gone to glory. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. Away up in heaven, away up in heaven. I've got a father gone to glory. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. Some bright day I'll go and see him. Some bright day I'll go and see him. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. Away up in heaven, away up in heaven. Some bright day I'll go and see him. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. That bright day may be tomorrow. That bright day may be tomorrow. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. Away up in heaven, away up in heaven. That bright day may be tomorrow. Look away over yonder on the golden shore. Thank you.
Single sailor?
Good singing.
Wow, beautiful singing. Could those Facebook Live people hear them? No. Okay, well, let me tell you, it was awesome. The audience was singing. We got some beautiful singers in the tiny audience. I mean, you're not miniature, just the. So here's an old Irish song, another song that was collected in Rhode Island from the Helen Hartness Flanders collection, and that was a folk song collector who went around New England and beyond with some very heavy, cumbersome recording equipment and went into people's homes and collected old folk songs. And this was collected in the 1940s, and it's an old Irish song. Some people know it as John Riley, and we know it in this version as the Single Sailor. And I should give you the heads up that things actually, well, they go well in this old song. So I think you deserve to be forewarned that it's unusually happy ending. They're saying they didn't sign up for this.
You deserve some, though.
As I walked out one fine May morning, a brisk young sailor I chanced to meet stepped up to me, asked me to marry. Said I, kind sir, can you fancy me? Oh, how can you fancy a poor young woman who is not fit your servant to be? I intend to marry, make you my lady, and have a servant to wait on thee. I thank you, sir, for your kind intention, but I have a lover over the sea. It's 7 long years I have waited for him, and now I await his return to me.
It's
7 long years makes an alteration. Perhaps he may be dead and gone. Well, if he's living, I love him dearly. And if he's dead, he's in glory slain.
He took his hand out from his vest coat. His fingers were both neat and small, and showing her the ring that was broken between them. And when she saw this, she did fall. He picked her up by the waist so slender, and giving her kisses 1, 2, and 3, saying, I am your own true single sailor, who has just returned for to marry thee.
So that went well. That's called a broken token song, because those two young lovers are separated for a long time. They might have been teenagers when they first fell in love, and then he was conscripted as a soldier and went away for 7 years. And there's a whole lot of songs with that type of premise. And a lot of times he like shows up in her garden and she doesn't recognize him, and he says, will you marry me? And she's like, no, because she doesn't know who he is. And she has this it's a great test of loyalty. She's usually very loyal and says, no, I'm waiting for my true love. And then he shows her the thing that they divided 7 years ago. In this case, it was a ring. They each kept half. And he shows her his half of the ring, and she's like, it's you. All right, we have one of the world's best banjo players in the world. I already said the world, right? Howie Burson. No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Howie Burson is here with us, one of my favorite banjo players. And one of the things I love about Howie's playing is your double, triple, quadruple hammers and pulls and stuff like that. And anyway, that's a fun thing to listen to. So I hope you enjoy this. This is called Polly Put the Kettle On. You probably know it. And this is a square dance number. So if the 10 of you want to leap to your feet and square dance, that's none of my business. And you need 12. Yeah, and they left. So thanks. I'm glad somebody knows math.
8 to a set. Yeah.
You're a teacher, right? So you knew that. Yep. Okay, you ready? She can count.
Yeah.
She's the smart one. Polly put the kettle on, Sal blow the dinner horn. Polly put the kettle on, I'll take tea. Swing, Sal, swing, Sue, swing that gal with the worn-out shoe. Swing, Ma, swing, Pa, swing that gal from Arkansas. Take her and promenade down the hall, pull that calico from the wall. Polly, put the kettle on. Sal, blow the dinner horn. Polly, put the kettle on. I'll take tea. All right. Now, I got to dance a little bit. I'll try to be careful. Now you know I don't just wear these shoes for fashion. This is a nice floor around here. Do you like the beautiful dahlias that our friend Clara grew, right? Aren't they gorgeous? I hope you can see them. I got to move this microphone a little bit. There we go. I hope that wasn't too loud. So this is Flatfoot Clogging to all our Facebook friends out there who may be seeing us for the first time. You're probably thinking, what is that? It's not Irish. It's not Irish. Irish is more like this, which I don't do. And it's also not tap dance. Nope. It's its own dance form. And I dance on very flat feet, and that's why it gets to be called Flatfoot Clogging. All right, you can play music. Everybody do this. Do this at home. I'll try not to kick anything. Do the other foot. Do them both at once. Faster. Faster. Let's do Deep Shady Grove. That's very invigorating. You must be very tired.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of breath.
Okay, well, we probably have time for 2 more songs. Does that sound about right? I want to thank Barry and the Vanilla Bean, the extremely awesome bean. What a wonderful place this is. What a beautiful culture and community all these years. I always feel so happy when I come here, and I've noticed Elwood and I always play really well because we feel well supported and loved and happy whenever we're here. So Barry and the Jesseruns, you own 4 restaurants total: 85 Main, the Dog Cafe, the Vanilla Bean, and another one that I can't remember. And
You can't remember either.
that's your newest one, correct? Yep. And so we invite you to support all these restaurants. They seem to be doing okay. Thank goodness for food. And 85 Main catered tonight. We had delicious sushi before we started. And thank you for that. This is a song that also comes out of our wellspring at the Heinemann Settlement School. This is a song from Jean Ritchie's sister, Edna Ritchie Baker, and her husband, Floyd, called Deep Shady Grove.
1, 2, 3. I got up one May morning for to hear the birds sing sweet. I seated myself in a deep shady grove for to hear those two lovers meet, for to hear those true lovers meet, sweetheart, and to hear what they might say. I wanted to know a piece of their mind before they went away. Come set you down, come set you down, come set you down upon the green, for it's been 3/4 of a long, long year since together we have been. Don't you remember about 3 years ago, with your arms around my waist, you could make me believe by the false that you swore that the sun rose up in the west, that the sun rose up in the west, sweetheart, and turned away to the east. And now I've returned and found you here, and found you on your knees. Well, I never will believe what another woman says. Let her hair be yellow, dark, or brown, unless she is on some high gallows tree and saying that she wants to come down, and a saying that she wants to come down, sweetheart, for no one would like to be hung. And the words of a young girl is so hard to believe, that has lied to everyone.
Okay. As luck would have it, we have one more song. We want to thank our live audience for coming and for making us feel like we're playing for a live audience.
Almost like a live audience.
You were almost like a live audience. Yeah. And we want to share a little bit about what we've been up to in the last 6 months or so. Elwood's learned quite a few new instruments.
I have?
Yeah, he's learned how to play the stand-up bass.
I have?
Yep. You're incredible, Elwood. And he also learned how to play the trumpet. And the trombone. And the snare drum. That one's so groovy. And the rain stick. And the Australian didgeridoo. So that's what we've been doing with our time. And we want to, for our last song, play a very silly song from the writing of Shel Silverstein, that should say it all, about a mermaid from Ontario who's having emotional and psychological issues. And she's a freshwater mermaid. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, as far as I know. And she's Canadian, and that's a good thing. But she's having trouble finding a life partner. So that's what's going on here. So you, again, need to sing very loud, whether you're at home, watching on Facebook, or part of our live audience. You will have a singing part. Let me just make sure I'm in tune. Oh, the mermaid from Ontario, she had long green stringy hair-yo, a seaweed gown she'd wear-yo, but she had no one to marry-yo.
No, she had no one to marry-yo.
Now this mermaid from Ontario, she loved a big mouth bass named Larry-o, who lived neath Lake St. Clair-yo, under the St. Clair Ferry-o.
Under the St. Clair Ferry-o.
Where he lived without a carry-o.
Where he lived without a carry-o.
Now this mermaid from Ontario, she sent a seagull emissario to ask that big bass Larry-o if he'd consent to marry-o.
If he'd consent to marry-o. Oh, no, 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 cried Larry-o. My life I will not share-yo. I'd rather live solitary-o. Sit around in my underwear-yo.
Sit around in my underwear-yo.
Right here on my derry-yo.
Right here on my derry-yo.
And you're so ordinary-o, while I'm extraordinary-o. I'm so debonair-o, and I have a fine vocabulary-o.
And I have a fine vocabulary-o.
'Cause I memorize the Fish's Dictionary-o.
'Cause I memorize the Fish's Dictionary-o.
And before I marry you, I'd marry-o a Guernsey cow from the dairy-o, or eat a poison berry-o, wind up with the Fish's dysentery-o.
Wind up with the Fish's dysentery-o.
Oh me, oh my, that's scary-o.
Oh me, oh my, that's scary-o. Poor mermaid from Ontario, it was more than she could bear-yo. So she cried for a day, then she swam away with a yuppie little guppy named Gary-o.
With a yuppie little guppy named Gary-o.
Now they're a happy pair-yo, 'cause he's a millionaire-yo. In his yacht neath Lake St. Clair-yo, they cuddle in a cozy little chair-yo.
They cuddle in a cozy little chair-yo.
Playing music on their underwater stereo.
Playing music on their underwater stereo.
And now that big mouth bass named Larry-o, he wed a Guernsey cow from the dairy-o, who fed him a poison berry-o. Now he's in the Fish's cemetery-o.
Now he's in the Fish's cemetery-o.
And that's the whole scenario. Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, my friends.